Would the degree recipient in the School of Nursing please come forward?
Captain Ava Owen, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, summa cum laude.
Congratulations to the School of Nursing degree recipient.
At this time, will all undergraduate degree recipients please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now I ask that all our graduates rise. In keeping with traditions, graduates may now move your tassel from the right to the left in recognition of your achievement. Congratulations on your success. Graduates, please be seated. Would like to ask Dr. Marilyn Bartels, our provost, to join me at the podium to introduce our class of 2012 representative.
Wow, what a lot of excitement out there. Student success is vital to the success of any college or university, and Grantham is no exception to that rule. We believe that it is the duty of any institution of higher learning that serves working adults and students to provide a support network that facilitates student success and encourages them toward their ultimate goal, earning an undergraduate or graduate degree. Each year, Grantham University asks one outstanding graduate to represent the class at commencement. This honor is bestowed to a graduate who not only demonstrates academic excellence, but one who embodies the spirit of our student body. This year's recipient of that class of 2012 is Master Sergeant Reginald Hurt. A round of applause. Thank you. When Master Sergeant Hurt first started pursuing his degree at Grantham, he had but one goal in mind: to graduate. He not only succeeded his goal, but he exceeded it. Master Sergeant Hurt completed his Bachelor of Science in Multidisciplinary Studies, graduating summa cum laude in December of 2010. But that wasn't enough for him. He went on to complete his MBA in Project Management, graduating with distinction in 2012. Going above and beyond is part of Master Sergeant Hurt's nature. He has served in the Army for the past 28 years, earning the Bronze de Fleury Medal, a Bronze Star, among other medals and awards. He was the lead engineer for the force protection analysis and planning and upgrading in Kabul's voting sites in Afghanistan in the very first election. In April, he was named Grantham's Outstanding Graduate at the Distance Education and Training Council's annual conference. And most recently, Master Sergeant Hurt was selected for Sergeant Major. If you ask Master Sergeant Hurt about his accomplishments, he'll just tell you that hard work and persistence pay off. This is true. Hard work and persistence pay off. But in order to have these qualities, you need an indomitable spirit, which Master Sergeant Hurt has in spades. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
Wow. That's hard to follow up, I tell you, but I will do my best. And a disclaimer real quick, I am not a professional speaker. First of all, I would be remiss if I didn't say thanks to all those currently serving in harm's way and all those soldiers who currently walk across the stage. We give those guys and girls a big round of applause. First and foremost, I would like to give honor to God, for without him, none of this would be possible. As she stated, when I first enrolled in Grantham back in 2009, I was in search of something, college or university that would give me what I look for when I go out in search of a vehicle, a house, or something that means a lot to me. I wanted a university that would give me the type of attention that you demand when you buy something that means a lot to you. And I found Grantham University back in 2009. And since then, I tell you, there's nothing that the faculty members that I have come across wouldn't do for you. And I would like you to give the faculty for Grantham a round of applause also. I'll tell you what, America is in good hands. As I stand here and I watch all of the degrees that were conferred today, and I see the type of degrees that we all achieve, and I look at the soldiers more so, because a lot of us are either retiring or retired, or will soon retire and go out into the civilian population and join that workforce. And I tell you what, if you're not hiring soldiers, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, look out amongst you and you'll see that we are educated and we bring great things to the workforce. I promise not to be long, but I will touch on a couple things today. Key things that I want to talk about is life's blueprint. Dr. Martin Luther King, back in 1967, he wrote a speech called, "What's Your Life Blueprint?" And within that speech, he talked about, this is the most important and crucial period in your lives. For what you do now and what you decide now may well determine which way your life shall go. He also went on to say, whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint, and that blueprint serves as a guide for those who are to build the building. His last part to that statement was, a building is not well erected without a good, a sound, and a solid blueprint. And I tell you today, as I look out at all the graduates, you have built a great blueprint. Also, what I want you to do today before you delve into any future thoughts about pursuing your doctorate or PhD, take time to reflect on what you have accomplished today. For I tell you, it's not easy to decide to go on to a higher education level. You have to first understand why you're pursuing if you decide to move on to a doctorate or PhD or certification. What are you going to do if you decide to choose that further degree? Myself, I'm thinking about a doctorate, but first I had to do some research on what I wanted to do, how would it fit and tie into what I've already accomplished. For those that don't know, I am a construction engineer in the military. I'm also a project manager, and I'm also a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt qualified. So everything I've done so far in my life fits like a puzzle together. So I ask you to think about everything that your future, be it moving on to a bachelor's degree, moving from a bachelor's to a master's, and those master's degree comrades that I sit here with, if you decide to move on to a doctorate or a PhD, or future certifications that are out there, think about how it will fit together and how you can serve best doing your current job, your future job endeavors, or anything you choose to do in the future. My next point is about what I consider to be the most important business decision anyone can make. I feel that the best and the most important business investment you'll ever make is within yourself. And the reason I say that is because every day throughout life, we move through life and we touch people's lives. We have either debits or credits with whomever you come in contact with every day. Some people might be good for your life, some may not be. Some things you delve in might be good for your future, some might not be. But I tell you, that's where the decision and what I call the cost, benefits, and analysis comes into play. 3 simple terms: cost, benefits, and analysis. We should always think about this. When we meet someone, when we decide to delve in some type of future aspects of our career, what's the cost? Secondly, how would they benefit me, negatively or positively? Before we do those two, we analyze it all somehow by writing it out and checking it out. And that tells you whether that person, that business deal you're about to make, or that college, for most of you, I would say all of the master's degrees here, you will have to choose either online or a traditional brick and mortar university to go to pursue your higher degree. So you're definitely going to have to think about this. Throughout my career, throughout my collegiate studies, I've had to do that. And I tell you, I couldn't have picked a better college. Thank you. Thank you. I tell you, if you aren't, I preach Grantham University. I talk about it all the time. People ask me, why? Why do you like Grantham? What's so special about it? And it's the people. You can find any university out there, but if the people, the frontline faculty, the first people you call, that administration person that you talk to, the student representatives aren't doing what they're supposed to, you're not going to be happy. And I tell you, I couldn't have had a greater team than the people that I've worked with. And they know who they are. They're very special and near and dear to my heart, and they always will. I won't mention them because they told me not to, so I'll be nice. Today for me also is very special because I've been in the military almost 29 years, and I've done a lot of great things and good things, that I had a lot of accomplishments. But my mother has never been there to see any of this, and today she's in the audience, and I tell you, my mom, I'm a mother's boy, but I'm a strong guy. But I tell you, she embodied me. She gave me the strength and the determination to do anything I wanted to do in life. And that type of persistence has taken me a long way. And that's why I'm standing here today. But I'm very humbled to be standing here because any one of you could have been in my place, and I know that. So this makes me even more humble. The last thing I want to talk about, since I know you understand what I mean about that, is networking. We have the biggest networking, I would say, communication thing going with Grantham. If you haven't been getting the blogs, if you haven't been giving input, then you're doing a disservice to this university and to your peers and to those that are following you. I believe that networking starts in grade school, moves through high school, and of course culminates once you reach college. And I tell you what, I look forward to meeting a lot of you out there, keeping in touch with a lot of you, because I know that we're gonna come across each other in the business world out there. And I believe also that networking is one of those things that, as I was speaking to the professor here today, you never know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen with networking. You could be on a commuter train. You could be walking into a Starbucks. You could be standing in line at a bank, and someone starts a communication, starts communicating with you. That's networking right there. And at any given time, something within that communication process could come out that could benefit you in a future job or career move that you're trying to achieve. But if you have your blockers on and your blinders on and you're not listening and totally listening at all time, you're gonna miss it. And that's why when I know we all get that woman or that man on the plane and you're trying to sleep, and they want to talk your ear off. That's not what I mean by networking, okay? But you know what I mean. It's those opportunity chances that come once in a lifetime. And if you're not totally open and receptive to just being people persons, just listening. One of the best things one of my command sergeant majors told me, be quick to listen, but slow to speak. And that's carried with me over and over. And I've had to work on that too sometimes, because at a time in my life I was known as brutally honest. No longer am I that way, because it's not good to be brutally honest. Also, when you're dealing with what I call, you see the commercial, show me the Carfax. When you are about to delve into some type of, I would say, going to a new university, getting into any type of, I would say, business transaction, like they say, show me the Carfax, right? So simple, right? I thought about that when I was reading that, and I went on to say, I always ask for the Carfax before you invest endless amounts of yourself into anyone or anything. And it's very important to me. I think that the relationships that I know that the relationships that I have made throughout my career and throughout my 3-year tenure here at Grantham are great, and I hold them very dear. Lastly, I would like you to remember this, that no one blueprint fits all, and no blueprint is perfect, because along life's plan, you will have to make adjustments and modification to your blueprint. As certain circumstances arise and key events arise, you should always maintain that where you're going in your career, what you're trying to achieve, because these things will happen. And the end state is, don't trample on anyone on your way up, because on the way down, they'll pass you up as they move up. Very important to me too. And I think I have one last thing that I want to say in closing. And this is something I like to think. I think a lot, and I like to write. So this is one of my quotes that I came up with. And it states, "To chase a dream, to only reach it and find emptiness and longing for that which you discarded on the way toward that dream." Because it was not your dream all alone, but a life blueprint designed by others for you to follow instead. Again, to the president, to all the deans, to the faculty, to the family members, and all of you awesome Grantham graduates, I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you. It's a pleasure to me, and I take nothing for granted that happens in my life. It's in God's plan and it's in my life plan to continue on and to do great things. And as my Grantham life changers out there state, pay it forward today so they can pay it forward tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master Sergeant Hurt, for your words of wisdom for the class of 2012. And now I would like all of the faculty who are in attendance today to stand and be recognized. Please join me in a round of applause for their hard work, their guidance, their dedication. Thank you so much, everyone, as it has been expressed throughout the ceremony today. Thank you to the faculty. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Paul Ilian, who's the Dean of Arts and Sciences, to join me at the podium to introduce the university's outstanding faculty member of 2012.
I would like to ask Tim Goss to come forward, please. It is an honor for me to announce that Tim Goss, full-time faculty member in the College of Arts and Sciences, has been selected as Faculty Member of the Year for Grantham University. His contributions in course development, assessment of skills, guides for use in the Student Learning Center, provided the university with a complete set of tools to assist students in achieving success in all writing assignments. As the lead faculty in the redevelopment of English Composition 1 and 2 and the technical writing course, Tim's leadership skills fostered an environment of success to ensure that the redesign was completed in less than 2 months. While redesigning the writing courses, Tim collaborated with other faculty to produce a Grantham APA guide, long awaited, and a writer's guide, in addition to all the supporting materials normally provided by textbook publishers. He also ensured that the new courses incorporated the adult learning techniques long found in traditional writing courses. The materials developed for the English courses were determined to be so useful that they were placed in all classes and are being made available through the Student Advising and Learning Center as downloadable support materials to all Grantham University students. Tim's leadership in the redesign of courses, his overall contributions to the College of Arts and Sciences, and support to Grantham University students are of the highest caliber and exemplify why he was unanimously chosen as Faculty Member of the Year. Congratulations, Tim.
In closing, I'd like to thank each of you for supporting our graduates as they worked hard to earn these degrees. Their achievement is certainly your achievement. Attending school while working full-time and meeting the needs of families is certainly a challenge. Each one of our graduates has proven that it can be done if you have the dedication and determination to do it. One more time, congratulations, graduates. I would like to let each of you know that we have only 50 copies of Harry's book at our Grantham University campus bookstore outside the main entrance here. For those who would like to purchase a copy, please feel free to see the people at the Campus University bookstore table. All proceeds from his book go to Head for the Cure. Next Sunday, they're having a race here in Kansas City. It's a not-for-profit organization dedicated to raising money to find a cure for brain cancer. Now, I have some important instructions to the audience before we close the ceremony. I ask that you all please remain seated as all graduates and faculty recess and then return to the stage for a group photo. We ask that you stay seated while 2 photos are taken. When the photos are done, everyone is welcome to exit the ballroom and proceed to the right to join us at the reception. Thank you for your patience and for remaining seated for just a few more minutes.